Hi guys, Lindsay here with Storybook Family Farm. So today I had intended on working on building our back porch and steps and all of that fun jazz, so that way we don't have to go up ginormous huge steps of cinder blocks to get in and out of the back door, but that didn't happen. So yesterday Tracy had wanted to get the barn cleaned out, but we ran out of time. So this morning we kind of just ho-hummed around about doing anything because we were really just tired. Homesteading is exhausting to begin with, but then to homestead while you have a major fixer-upper that you just moved to, while also running your own small business, it is insanity what we've been doing. So it's just, we're tired. We're really tired. But so yesterday I had said that I wanted to get all of the back porch done and get it started and blah, 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 blah. Well, I never got to it. So today Tracy said that she wanted to clean out the barn. So I was like, okay, well, I'll help you, so that way it's, much faster, much easier to have two people doing it. So she was shoveling and I was bringing the wheelbarrow out. So we made an executive decision, because, we're in charge, to actually start doing fall preparations for some of our beds, even though we had stuff planted in them. So this bed here had a whole bunch of turnips planted in here. And there are still some leeks, which you probably looks like grass on camera. There are some leeks that are planted along this whole way here. But so we had a whole slew of turnips that was planted in here, and the soil over in here is just, it's such poor quality soil that they barely even did anything. Germination was fine. The seeds were not a problem. They were seeds that I saved myself and all this stuff. So when it first all popped up, everything was completely covered in that bed with turnips. We really like turnips, plus the turnip greens usually sell really well at the farmer's market, and we like them too. So I was super jazzed when everything popped up and all this stuff. But then I don't know if it's just because of the soil or because of the heat waves that we had or the massive droughts that we had this summer, but I don't know. But so pretty much all of them were gone. They were dead. I've actually been composting in this bed, which at some point I will show you guys how I compost, because I do it a little bit differently than other people. But so we decided to just cover all of this up. This is all stuff that is from the goats area. So goat manure is actually, it's like rabbit poo. So it is, it's considered a cold manure. So it actually doesn't harm any plants if it doesn't age. It doesn't have to age or anything like that. So this is all just a whole crap ton of manure. And then I didn't do up in here to complete, because here's that bed. I didn't do over in here because we do have a gourd plant that was volunteer, and there is some turnips in there. I don't know how well that'll pick up on camera, but there is, a few dozen turnip plants over in here. So we are hoping that as the cooler weather comes and that sort of a thing, that we're able to, at least get a harvest out of that. If not, I will save it for seed to use next year. I probably will actually just make mustard out of the seed. So any of the brassica plants like kale, cabbage, that sort of a thing, their seeds all are pretty much the same as mustard seeds. So it tastes really good to make actual mustard with the seeds, but it takes 2 years for them to go to seed. So, it's worth the wait to me. So we also then went down this bed here that's in the center here. And we also did a little bit of mulching there. We do have some okra still planted in here, but I mean, honestly, look how sad. It needs water. We're in a drought again. I don't know why that big truck just practically stopped over there. But so I did with the okra, I just went in between the plants and that sort of a thing with the manure. So in that way, the plants can still, potentially eke out a couple little last okras before it gets too cold for them. So I also came down this way with the manure. So there's more poo. So that is what actually will make our garden be extremely rich, and so the soil will become really, really rich. So when we first moved here, we had some rabbit manure from our rabbits that we moved here with us back in the spring, that we did spread along the garden bed that's over by the fence there. But we didn't have enough to greatly change the soil and stuff. But so yeah, that was today's adventures, and the barn is clean. It smells a lot better. So the goats are pretty mad because they had a whole super thick amount of bedding, so it was really nice and thick for them. So it was almost like a bed and stuff. But so they'll end up wasting more hay and making a mess. But yeah. Alright, if you're enjoying our content, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with friends on social media. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys.